grammar without any effort. Welcome to your digital classroom. I am Saji Kevi and you are watching my channel, The Eureka. In the previous video, you learned direct and indirect speech statement. Those who have not watched the video, kindly watch the previous video so that you may understand second part of this video very well. The link of the previous video is available in the description. Now, let's learn interrogative sentences. How to turn interrogative sentences into indirect speech. First, let us examine the questions with auxiliary verbs. For example, he said to me, "Do you watch this video?" Now, let us turn that sentence into indirect speech. He asked me if I watched that video. Here, what are the changes do you notice? Last time, I explained about the direct speech. The actual words of the speaker is called direct speech, which is written in inverted comma. Now, the reporting verb said. When we have changed that into indirect speech, that reporting verb has been changed. The direct speech question is changed into a statement. And here, what are the changes that we have to pay attention to? Remember, the reporting verb will change into ask or inquire. If the question begins with the auxiliary verb, we use if or whether. Then the question we make into a statement. As we have done with the first sentence. The first sentence, do you watch this video? When we have changed into indirect speech, he asked me if I watched that video. So here, the question begins with the auxiliary verb. Then we use if or whether after the object of the reporting verb. He asked me. Here, asked me is the inquiring word. Reporting verb change into asked. The reporting verb is in the past tense. Therefore, we have used here asked. He asked me if I watched that video. Let us examine another sentence. She said to me, "Are you going out today?" Let us turn that sentence into indirect speech. She asked me if I was going out that day. Now here you need to remember rules for change of tense, rules for change of pronoun, rules for change of time and place remain same. Question becomes a statement. So here she asked me if I was going out that day. The original sentence is in present continuous tense, and here we have changed that sentence into past continuous tense. Today is changed into that day, and reporting verb said is changed into asked. Reporting verb is in the past tense, therefore here also the subject of the reporting verb is in the past tense. Now let's examine one more sentence. He said to me, did you sleep well yesterday? Here the question is in the past tense, and now let's turn that sentence into indirect speech. He asked me if I had slept well the previous day. So here the question was in simple past, and we have changed that sentence into indirect speech, and it became in past perfect. So keep in mind the rules for change of tense. All the present tense will change into their corresponding past tense. Now let's examine questions with the question words. All the question words remain same when we change direct speech into indirect speech. What, when, where, why, how, all these question words remain same when we change into indirect speech. For example, he said to me, when do you get up in the morning? So here the question has begun with the question word when. Let us turn that sentence into indirect speech. He asked me when I got up in the morning. You see, in place of if, we have used question word. And after the question word, we should write the subject. No auxiliary verb should be written after the question word. Because when we make indirect speech, it should be a statement. He asked me when I got up in the morning. Now, let's examine one more sentence. She said to me, where did you keep my book? Here, this question is in simple past. Let's turn that sentence into indirect speech. She asked me where I had kept her book. So here we find the rules for change of tense, rules for change of pronoun, rules for change of time and place remain same. So the rules are to be learned well when we change a sentence into indirect speech. Now let's examine another sentence. He said to me, what is your problem? Now let's turn that sentence into indirect speech. He asked me what my problem was. You see, after the question word, subject should come. Rules for change of tense is same. What my problem was. So here we complete learning of interrogative sentences. Now, let's learn imperative sentences. So here, let's examine a sentence. He said to me, open the textbook. Let's turn that into indirect speech. He asked me to open the textbook. He ordered me to open the textbook. So here we find the reporting verb said will change into ordered, ask, tell, advise, suggest, and so on. Now, let us examine another sentence. He said to me, don't play on the mobile phone. Now, let's turn that sentence into indirect speech. He ordered me not to play on the mobile phone. Or you can also write it, he forbade me to play on the mobile phone. This is the first type of sentence. Now, let us look at the second type of sentence with let. Let expresses three things: request, order, or suggestion. Now, let us examine one sentence. He said to me, let me go out today. Here, let means, may I go out? Permit me to go out. When let is used for seeking permission, seeking a request, we use the reporting verb said as request. He requested me that might go out that day. Or you can write it, he requested me to let him go out. So here, let me go out expresses a request. Now, let's examine another sentence. He said to me, let us revise this lesson. Here, let expresses a suggestion. Therefore, when we turn that into indirect speech, we should use the word suggest. So here, let's turn that sentence into indirect speech. He suggested to me that they should revise that lesson. Here, this is a suggestion. Let us revise this lesson. It's a suggestion. And in this, both speaker and the listener are involved. Therefore, this suggestion is applicable to both the persons. In other words, it means, shall we revise this lesson? You can write it in two ways. He suggested to me that they should revise that lesson, or he suggested to me that we should revise that lesson. Now, let's examine another sentence. The captain said, let no one remain here. And here, let expresses an order. And therefore, when we turn that sentence into indirect speech, the captain ordered that no one should remain there. Here is an order, and therefore we use the word order. When it is a suggestion, we use the word suggest. When it is a request, we use the word request. So in order to understand further, let us one more sentence examine. He said, let me use your phone. Now turn that sentence into indirect speech. He requested me that he might use my phone. So here, this is a request. Let me use your phone. And you can also say, he requested me to let him use my phone. Now let's see another sentence. He said, let us take him to hospital. This is a suggestion. Let us take him to hospital. Shall we take him to hospital? And in that case, we write the answer. He suggested that they should take him to a hospital. So I hope you understand both interrogative and imperative sentences. If you like this video, kindly subscribe, like and share.